loves, Kim here, and I'm back with another video. So if this is your first time on the channel, I'd just like to say welcome and thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button and be sure to click that notification bell. That way you never miss an upload from me. And if you're an OG that's been here for a minute, thank you all so much for coming back. So I am creating a celebrity tour bus, and I got this idea, of course, from our most recent expansion pack, Get Famous. I wanted to do something that was specific for celebrity or entertainment sims, so here we are, and I really enjoy how it came out. And if you're wondering how I was able to get the room to be mid-air without a foundation underneath, it's all thanks to the foundation update that we got right before Get Famous dropped, and I was able to create a room on ground level, which you can kind of see off to the side, and then I created a room on the second level, moved it over the trucks, and then I lowered it down manually. So that's just what I was doing in the beginning, and I feel like the new foundation and room leveling capabilities is an absolute game changer as far as building is concerned, and I really enjoyed how this camper slash celebrity tour bus came out, and is due in huge part to those new capabilities. So yes, kudos Sims team, I really appreciate it. I've been wanting to do something like this for quite some time, but I've been kind of discouraged because of the huge foundation chunk that's underneath the room, and now since we've got this new tools, I don't have to worry about that anymore. So thank you so much, Sims team. But yeah, here we are. As you can see, I am using the move objects on cheat, and I'm raising up those beds above the beds on the floor level to kind of give off the illusion of bunk beds. I know this is really common in tour buses. Of course, I've never been on a tour bus, but I've seen plenty on TV and on the internet. So they are notorious for having bunk beds just so they can sleep more people in. Now the beds on the top level aren't accessible only because there is another bed blocking the path to it. However, the bottom beds work perfectly fine, and I feel like 5 to 6 Sims is more than enough to fit on this technically tiny build as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I'm just adding in some wallpaper and floor details on the inside. I believe that kind of paneled sound booth looking wall texture is from Get Famous, as well as the kind of wooden looking floor in the main area. And I'm just deciding how I want to lay everything out. This room in the back is dedicated to, I guess, the headliner celebrity, and the bunk beds using air quotes are dedicated to that Sims's entourage. But yeah, I feel like this space is really cozy, but it doesn't feel super tight because this is a long build, but it's not super wide. Like, it's only 4 grids wide, and surprisingly I was able to fit everything that you would expect in a regular home. So there's a little kitchenette, there's a dining space, a living space, and of course living quarters. There's also a fully functioning shower and toilet aboard. So I was so happy being able to fit everything in, and I don't know, it looks super duper cool. The only thing I wish that could have been different is, you know, I just wish we had actual cars. Sometimes it gets a little frustrating when you have to upsize this little tiny model car like so many times its original size. Of course, the quality starts to break down, but aside from that, I really like how everything turned out. I'm just adding in some lights around the place now just so we can see what we're doing, and I was trying to find a door for our shower slash sink area. I decided on the kind of unisex bathroom door that came with the base game, but I really wanted to use one of the frosted doors that came with Spa Day, but I made it work. You know, I worked it out. And that sink in the bathroom is from Get Famous, and I believe that shower in the bathroom may be from Base Game. But anyway, we're just down in the bottom area. Like I said, we have a toilet on here, and I just decided to put that on the bottom level only because, you know, you're on this bus essentially, and you don't really want to smell the toilet, especially when you're traveling for long distances. So I just put that at the bottom, and I felt like logistically, like if this was like a composting toilet, it will be easier to dump out whenever you get at a rest stop. And I like those little garage doors that I added onto the side that came with City Living, and I was trying to convey like the little part underneath where you can store your luggage and equipment and things like that. So yeah, I really love how that came out. I stuck with a black color scheme for this tour bus only because I just felt like that was the easiest to work with, and it matched the colors of the cars that we sized up. So I just wanted to keep it simple and do something along those lines. And as you can see, I'm just going through and placing different posters and paintings and wall decals on the side of the bus just to kind of give off the sense that this is like a tour bus. So of course there's like some promo artwork on the side. Originally I was going to make this a tour bus for the group called the Lifesavers, only because I really like that Lifesaver decal that was on the side with the little mug in the middle, and I was able to find some red words from Dine Out. However, I do end up changing it to some stickers that came with Get Together, if I'm not mistaken. I just felt like it was a little bit more appropriate. And I was able to actually use this kind of wall decoration. It's called a suspicious vent or something like that. I don't know. I just felt like that would be nice to put on the back for the radiator. And I also used this marquee piece also from Get Famous as kind of like a decorative front of this build. I like how it came out. I just feel like it adds a little bit of flair. Now, as a result of that, we have this huge chunk kind of cutting into our living room space, but I was able to work around by adding in some bookshelves, and I think I'm about to do that in just a moment. Yeah, I added some bookshelves on either side, so instead of the surface area that I could have used underneath the TV, I'm using those bookshelves as well. So yeah, I really like how that came out, and I really love these new TVs that came with Get Famous. They're very flat, so they're ideal for film and like movie projections, but the one in the living room is just kind of primarily used for, you know, just kind of like a community TV. There's a game system over there, and the Lindsay is basically like Alexa or Google Home that came with the winter holiday patch update, so I definitely had to add that. And I love these little strips of light. They are in the pool section, and I think they came with the spa day pack, just so if it's at night, if you've ever been on any bus at nighttime, like a school bus or a charter bus, it gets really dark, so I felt like putting a little thin strip of light will really help your Sims be able to see at night. And now we're back in the master suite. I'm just adding in a couple of things. I just added in a television, and I'm changing out the dresser or the wardrobe, not a television, a computer. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I wanted to add that just so your Sims could like work on their stuff and like check the internet and things like that. And now we are swapping out all of those decals for something a little bit more youthful, a little bit more urban. And when I added this, I was definitely thinking of like an up and coming musical group, kind of like on their first tour out and things like that. But anyway, you guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and if you like what you see and you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe. Also click that notification bell, and don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. It really helps me out a lot and the channel out a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And feel free to follow me on my social medias. My Instagram handle is Simply-Nisey. I post my thumbnails and a couple things from my personal life if you're interested, and you can definitely find me on Twitter. My Twitter ID is Simply-Nisey YT. I feel like I get to engage with you all the most over there. I do polls, I ask questions, and your opinion really counts and matters to me. And if you like to download this build and others like it, feel free to follow me on the gallery. My origin ID is Simply-Nisey. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye guys. you.